I came from the mud. There's dirt on my hands. Strong like a tree. There's roots where I stand. Oh, I've been running from the law. Hope they won't shoot me down soon.
After missing the spring Gobbler opener, I was able to get out for my first hunt of 2021 on May 3rd. The rain made it difficult to hear any gobbles, let alone actually talk to the camera, but not long after first light, I noticed a deer bedded just 30 yards away.
Well, I think we're gonna have to head back. It's been raining pretty good for the past hour or so, and it's got to the point that I'm not super comfortable having the camera out getting that wet. I don't have a good way to keep it dry, but cool little encounter with the deer anyway, and a good reminder. It can seem like there's nothing around. I never did hear a gobble this morning, but yet a deer can sneak in 30 yards behind us and bed down, so it just goes to show they can be around, and sometimes they're just trying to be as quiet as we are, but we're gonna head back, get everything dried out, and hopefully when we come back out it'll be for a little longer, but cool morning anyway.
Unfortunately, my decision to head back came too late. My camera had gotten wet and had stopped working, so I had to miss the following day.
It's Thursday, May 6th, and we're finally in the game. We kind of blindly got in here on a gobbler. I wasn't able to get out last night to put them to roost, but I had a good idea where they were roosting at yesterday. Snuck down in here just by moonlight, and we got one that seems pretty interested. Maybe 150 yards away, so we have a good setup right now. Decoy's out there about 20 yards. Hopefully he's going to try to come right in as soon as he flies down. We'll see what happens, but this is by far the best we've been set up so far.
The consistent responses continued as daylight broke, but they quickly started to get farther away.
I'm not sure, but I think he actually might be coming this way. He started off going away from us. I'm not sure if there was a hen over there or why he ended up going the other way, but it's starting to sound like he's moving this way. I've gotten a little louder with my calling, trying to get his attention, and it seems like he's getting closer, so hopefully.
What turned out to be more than one bird suddenly appeared up the hill over my shoulder. Despite the decoy being in the open, they seemed to just ignore it. As they passed through, movement to get them on film simply wasn't an option, but I was hoping that maybe they would turn back around with some calling after they had passed behind me.
Well, that was interesting. There were 4 jakes that kind of went up the hill back behind us where I couldn't film. And I'm not sure if we got any footage at all, but I don't know if they didn't see the decoy or if they didn't care. They came within about 60 yards of it. But like I said, they were just younger birds, so we're going to go for a walk. We'll do a little call and see if we can maybe get a response and set up elsewhere, but not too bad for kind of just picking a spot this morning. Got to see a couple anyway.
The first time I stopped to call, I caught some movement just ahead of me. 2 deer were headed my direction.
Stopped to call and see if I could get a response. And I looked up and saw movement. Those 2 young bucks walked 5 yards away. I wish I had anything but the GoPro. I just happened to have it in my hand in case something would happen. But I love spring gobbler season for that reason. There's always something that happens with deer. Now if we can get a turkey on top of everything that's happened today, that would be cool. But that was neat to have those walks so close.
A few more setups didn't yield any further encounters, but I left the woods on a high note after the morning's events. The following day, I tried a new spot, and once again, there was movement everywhere I looked.
That wasn't a bad way to start the morning anyway. We came back here because last night we were able to put a bird to roost in this area, but it wasn't being very cooperative, and other than one that was gobbling way off before daylight, it's been pretty quiet, so it was good to see a turkey anyway, and we're still moving in the right direction. We started off just not hearing anything dealing with the rain, then we kind of started hearing them, got them closer yesterday. Today we at least got some footage, even if it was only briefly, so hopefully things keep moving that direction. It's only about 10 till 7 now, but I think what we're going to do is back up and actually go kind of up on top of where we saw the jakes yesterday, and maybe see if we can get some response while it's still early and set up on something. But good to see one. Kind of keeps things interesting.
Once again, multiple setups in the mid-morning didn't end up producing any activity, and that was my last opportunity to hunt that week. But for a week that started out with losing a camera to rain damage and not even being able to hear gobbles in the distance, it turned around and ended up producing some really great moments with both turkeys and deer. Hopefully we can build on that as the season continues on, and hopefully we can put a bird on the ground. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.